If you follow homemaking blogs and YouTube channels these days, it's easy to get the impression that what you need to be a great homemaker is to make sourdough bread, slowly sweep your floor with sunlight streaming through the windows, and decorate your table with candles you made yourself and flowers that came from your yard. That's the picture that we are shown of amazing, fulfilling homemaking. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of those things. They're all great, but none of them are required to be a great homemaker. One thing, however, is required. Hi, I'm Mystie Winckler, author of Simplified Organization, Learn to Love What Must Be Done. In my book, I share how to be a confident, capable, cheerful homemaker. And I never once mention bread baking, sewing, fermenting, or keeping chickens. The 6 skills that I lay out in the book have nothing to do with handicrafts and everything to do with your attitude and your basic ability to handle real life. That's what I want to talk about today, so grab a basket of laundry to fold and let's dig in. So it takes more than completing a checklist, even more than mastering sourdough to be a good homemaker. No one can be a great homemaker without a cheerful attitude. A happy disposition is a prerequisite for great homemaking. A woman can have no clue how to sew, can have never even attempted to make bread, can have no desire to can peaches or applesauce, and yet be a great homemaker if she loves her people and her home. Homemaking is not primarily about having domestic hobbies. Such hobbies are fun, but they're not necessary. Good homemaking today does not mean imitating good homemaking centuries ago when housewives had to manufacture the family's food and clothes and goods. I mean, 500 years ago, a good German housewife made the household's beer. Microbrew was her gig. And I don't often see that one commended on homemaking blogs. I mean, I suppose maybe homemade kombucha takes the place instead. Kind of similar. Good homemaking might not begin with your hobbies, but it does begin with your habits. Mom's mood makes the atmosphere of the home, and it's incumbent on us to organize our attitude and be the cheerful center of our homes. So Humble Habits is a course that I've created about personal habits, and we're about to run it inside my community convivial circle, starting July 19th with a live workshop. Now this course has 6 modules with instructions in how to build basic personal routines of peace, joy, and productivity. We have accountability chat in our private, not on Facebook community, weekly emails, daily texts, and a wrap-up Zoom meeting when we're done. This is the course that for the last 5 years that I've been teaching it, women have seen the most significant personal change and growth in the shortest amount of time. And here's how. We plant seed habits. We don't let ourselves imagine that we're going to have huge life overhauls and personal transfer. Nothing we do or learn will make us wake up tomorrow as different people. Hunting for the magical quick fix solution to finally be the disciplined person that you want to be will get you nowhere except frustrated. Humble Habits shows the way out of that frustration, and it has to do with embracing the humility to start small. I call these small habits of personal discipline seed habits. To get a habit that is as big, tall, and strong as an oak tree, you have to start by planting the seed. The seed is small and it gives no indication of the huge growth that will come from it if it is watered and taken care of. Small habits are like seeds. Habits that stick are planted seeds that grow, but they start small and they grow gradually, incrementally, naturally. What we usually try to do when we want to be better is go to the garden center and buy a full-grown tomato plant that already has big, luscious tomatoes and transplant it into the garden of our lives. And what happens when we do that? That plant quickly shrivels up and dies. The root system is not established. It can't survive. Start with a small seed in the right season. Be patient and take care of it. Watch it grow. And a tomato plant can have months of heavy produce, but it starts with a seed. We have to be ready to not despise the day of small beginnings, to be willing to accept that that's where we're at in life. We are in the spring of our life, no matter how old we are, how many kids, where we think we should be at. If there is a plant, a set of personal disciplines that we wish we had, we have to start by planting the seed, not by waking up wanting the full-grown, productive plant, prolific in our lives overnight. It just doesn't work that way. The real world does not work that way. There is no instant gratification when it comes to habits. So whether it's prayer, Bible reading, smiling, reading, these personal habits make us better people, better wives, better mothers. And each one begins in our life with a small commitment, 5 minutes or less. Some of the habits are actually 30 seconds. That's where we need to start so that the habits can take root and become a natural growth in our life. So you can find out more about Humble Habits by going to simplyconvivial.com/humble, or you can find the link in the show notes. But I'd love to hear from you in the comments or by replying to an email. What personal discipline habit do you wish you had? And let's brainstorm together how to turn that wish for a full-grown plant into a planted seed in our lives. Starting small is one way to repent, rejoice, repeat.